Welcome back to my Colorado mountain garden. Today we're going to talk a little bit about seed starting mix, but before that, if you like my videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Everything I talk about today, I'll put links to in the description down below under the video so you can find out where to purchase them. Some of these are available at regular big box stores. My links will be to Amazon, and if I can't find it on Amazon, then I'll try and go directly to the manufacturer's website and put that link down. And that's how it'll be as I go through and do all my videos here. So, seed starting mixes, there are many of them out there, as you know. There are a few that I really like. Most recently, last year, because I could not find the seed starter that is on the left, which is the organic seed starter by Espoma, because of the pandemic and everybody bought it out, I started using the Coast of Maine seed starter, and it's also an organic seed starter. I also use the Coast of Maine Cotty Blend compost, which we'll go over that when we get to that video. So these two types of seed starters are pretty much the same. The organic from Espoma contains perlite and peat moss and some microhyzal. I can say that. It's a mouthful. The other, the Coast of Maine also has that. It also has worm castings, lobster meal, and kelp meal. Both of them contain perlite, so you can see that they're pretty good. The other thing that I plan in I use this in my cells. So when I'm planting in seed cells. The other thing I use are Jiffy Pods. And this is what you can buy this full setup tray. Again, I'll have a link for that. Jiffy Pods are a little pellet. It's made out of just sphagnum peat moss, and it's dehydrated and smushed down, and you have to rehydrate it. You don't have to buy the setup, the whole greenhouse setup every year. You can reuse that every year. I just got one here so that you could see what it is like. What I typically do is buy my pellets in bulk because it's cheaper. Again, there'll be links there. As far as the pellets, there it goes, it's gonna fall. Typically I stick with the size, they're 55 millimeters or the 42 millimeters. The smaller ones are good for smaller herbs and flowers and stuff like that. But if you're going to be growing peppers, tomatoes, beans, squash, and stuff like that, you want the ones that are a little bit deeper, because then you can hold them in the pod longer, just like you would hold it in a potting cell longer. And again, that's just made out of peat moss. The last one that I use it's another organic. It is pure coconut coir. It doesn't have any peat moss or anything like this. This little brick, you add water to it, and it'll expand to 8 quarts. I do not use this exclusively. When I start planting some of my seeds that aren't my tomatoes and peppers, I will expand a block of this and mix that in. That makes my seed starter go a little bit farther, and so that cuts my costs down a bit. Same thing, especially if you're doing flowers. Flowers don't need all the, pansies, marigolds, whatever you're doing. They can deal with just the coconut coir mixed in with some of this other stuff. I would not use just coconut coir. Let's see, what else can I tell you about seed starters? I know that Espoma is normally available at the big box stores, although last year, like I said, they ran out and it didn't come in until after seed starting time. So because we're in colder climates, I just want to remind people to go out and start looking for your soils now. And the reason for that is that those in warmer climates tend to buy up a lot of this stuff. And with more gardeners out there and the pandemic, we could be facing shortages again. I don't know that we will, but we could be. Also know, if you didn't have to buy any last year because you had some left over, you'll get a little bit of sticker shock. All of these products have gone up. I have not seen any that have really not gone up. Some of them have gone up substantially, some not so bad. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, give me a like, follow my channel, and I will put all the links down below. And the next video that I'm going to produce is about seed trays, what to use for seed trays. Obviously, for our peat pods, we're going to be using something like this. It has a dome on it, but you can see that in here, well, this came with a lot of stuff, but there's like a little tray there so that your pods don't move around. Thanks again, and as always, happy gardening.